Ronda's beatdown was a perfect example of history repeating itself. Now, both Ronda and Mark Coleman were 6-0 in the UFC before people figured them out and their styles were exposed. Now, I've been saying this for years. This Ronda Rousey phenomenon is exactly what happened to Mark Coleman back in the day. I mean, way back in the day, like the 1990s. So back in the 90s, Mark Coleman was destroying people in the UFC. I mean, killing them. Just like Ronda. He was this huge, powerful wrestler that would just take people down, get on top of them, and start punching them. Now, a lot of times he wouldn't even hurt them. They were just not used to having this, big dude on top of them, just dropping elbows and punching them. So they would either just give up or turn around on their stomach and he would choke them out. And this was pretty much Mark's formula. I mean, he would just ground and pound them. Then in the UFC, I think it was UFC 14, came Maurice Smith. And we're talking, I think it was something like 1997. Maurice was this pretty good, really good kickboxer, but he wasn't necessarily that good at MMA. But anyway, he had Mark figured out. And he was talking crazy shit before the fight. He was saying things like Mark hits like a girl and wrestlers don't know how to punch. They don't have good technique like boxers or martial artists do. I mean, he was just going in on Mark. And at this time, Mark, he was destroying everyone. To me, he was just like Rousey. This huge, intimidating picture. You can see from this picture how big the guy was. Anyway, on fight night, it played out just like Rousey and Holm. Maurice, he would just bust up Coleman on the feet, and then Mark would take him down. And Maurice, he wouldn't panic. He wasn't worried about the punches. He would just kind of deflect them. He would try to get back up to his feet and go right back at busting Mark up on his feet. And you could see from this pic, Mark was just exhausted, just like Rousey was. I mean, these two obviously are not used to getting in exchanges on the feet. They both seem to just have these bodies that are real explosive, and they just, real quick, they just take them down. But if that doesn't work, and they actually have to get into a fist fight or kick fight, whatever, they're pretty much screwed. So anyway, Maurice beat Coleman, and he totally exposed him in the process. After that, Coleman hit this long losing streak, and he was never the dominant fighter that he was before he faced Maurice. And I think it took exactly 6 fights to figure this dude out, just like it took 6 fights to figure Ronda out. To me, this Coleman fight changed the game. People figured out how to beat a wrestler and neutralize their style. Same thing with Ronda. I mean, Ronda's arm bars are near perfect. But if you can neutralize them, to me, she's just an average fighter. I mean, look at her footwork. She just stands there, or she'll just walk straight forward in a straight line and get teed off on. I mean, she didn't even appear to look... I mean, I don't even think she knew how to position her feet on the outside against the lefty or anything. I mean, she just walked straight forward. And Holly Holm was able just to bust her up. And I think this fight will change the UFC's women's division forever. I just feel bad for Cyborg. I mean, she was trying to cut all this weight and get down to 135. I mean, the huge build-up's pretty much gone. I think everyone knows what would happen if they fought, and I'm almost positive Ronda won't fight her now. I mean, Cyborg would kill her. I mean, Holm was just way too strong for Rousey. Rousey couldn't bully her, couldn't throw her. I mean, she couldn't pull off that armbar when she tried. Holm was just too strong. And I think Cyborg's even stronger than Holm. I mean, that'd be a good fight if they fight. I don't know if they will. And another thing, I still can't believe Ronda was on Sports Illustrated, the cover, as the Athlete of the Year. I mean, be honest. Does she really look that athletic? I mean, do you think she can just dribble a basketball, run that fast, jump that high? I mean, the difference, or why she seems to be so much better than her opponents, is that Ronda's been competing in judo since she was a little girl. Most of her competitors so far in the UFC have been soccer moms. I mean, seriously, listen to them. They'll say things like, I took my son to karate class so he could learn to defend himself. And then I decided to take classes also just so I can get in shape. And now look at me, 3 years later, I'm fighting Ronda for the championship. I mean, up till now, her competition hasn't been that stiff. And the UFC and Ronda's team has to know this. I mean, her fights have been perfectly chosen for her. Many of her opponents have been so much smaller. There are only 2 divisions in the UFC, the 115-pounders and the 135-pounders. And many of Ronda's opponents have been like natural 125-pounders. But they're forced to take these fights because with Ronda, obviously for the money, and then they have to pick one or the other, 115, 135. And if you can't make 115, you have to do the 135. Look at how big Ronda is between fights. I mean, she even uses Mike Dulce, who is supposed to be this expert nutritionist, and she does all this scientific stuff to cut weight, which is cool. I mean, but she's just so much bigger than her opponents. Look at her right here. She's next to Betch Correia. You can just see the difference. And then look at her right here next to this sexy Miesha Tate. I mean, Tate is so much smaller. However, this time the UFC messed up. I think they were trying to get Holly Holm in there early. Holly Holm was only 2-0 in the UFC. She did have that boxing pedigree, but I guess they thought her mixed martial arts wouldn't be up to par. Man, they were wrong. They wanted Ronda to get that W early, but I mean, Holly just destroyed her. I think the main difference is Holly's been competing also since she was a child, and she knows how to cut weight. Ronda obviously knows how to cut weight, but this time Holm might even be bigger. I know she was stronger, but all those years of boxing taught her how to cut weight. Plus, I think Ronda gets these chicks so mad at her that they just rush in and jump into her. In judo, that's what you want. You use the other person's force and energy against them. But Holm was just too smart. She just stayed on the outside, kept her distance, had perfect timing, and busted her up. I mean, Ronda was just lost and confused. All she did was keep eating knuckle sandwich after knuckle sandwich, and she had no plan, no answer for that. And the thing was, it wasn't just Holly's straight left that was hitting her, but she was also catching her with that right hook. And I know a lot more about boxing than I do MMA. Somehow Holm was able to neutralize Ronda's hips. I know in judo you use your hips to throw people, and every time Ronda went for that hip throw, she would just get shut down. And I really noticed this late in the first round when they tied up, and Ronda, she looked like she switched her hips trying to throw her, and Holly just picked her up and dumped her on her back. Man, got a beautiful takedown. Obviously, she stood right back up because she was killing her on her feet. She still scored that takedown, and I mean, you could just see the difference in strength. Just like Maurice Smith defeating Mark Coleman changed MMA, or at least nullified the pure wrestler, I think Holly beating Ronda will also make Ronda only an average fighter. I mean, she'll try to bum rush these girls and throw these haymakers, try and get the clinch and the takedown. But I mean, after the first round, she'll just be a punching bag. I don't think her body's built to go these 5 rounds. She was exhausted after the first round, and I don't know, it just must be the way judo prepares people for a different type of war. Both Ronda and Mark Coleman were exhausted after they got in the exchanges after the first round. I mean, Mark he did last a fight, but I mean, he was gone. Don't get me wrong, Ronda probably has the best arm bars in the UFC. I don't care what people say, her stand-up game is far below average. I mean, yes, she knocked out Betch Correia. But I mean, that was just a barroom brawl, man. The 2 chicks wearing 4-ounce gloves, throwing haymakers. She just caught Betch, and Betch went down. When Ronda gets in there with someone with a game plan and that can just pop her and move, and I don't think she's not going to dominate any of the top girls now. I mean, it's just obvious. But hey, a fight is a fight, and I have to give Ronda credit. I mean, she's tough as shit. She never backed down. She fought to the end, and man, I don't know too many girls who would do that. So props to Ronda for that. The BS that really pissed me off was this Dana White dude, man. I mean, look at how pissed off he was, or when Holly won. Look at this picture right here. It's like the dude didn't even want to put the belt on her. I mean, what type of president of a sports league is that obvious about having favorites? I mean, the best should be congratulated, not like this Dana White UFC BS. But anyway, crazy shout outs to Holly. Crazy shout outs to her skills. She was able to beat the manufactured champ, beat the UFC golden child. I guess we'll just have to see what's next for Ronda. But until then, let's hope Oscar De La Hoya rectifies the Ring magazine, writes a retraction statement. Ronda's boxing is not good, man. I mean, forget about the haymakers. Just look at her footwork, bro. Just stands there and moves forward and haymakers, man. Anyway, I'm out. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you later.